When most people think of racing, they picture Formula 1. But there is another world of racing that you might not know about. The cars don't just race for 1 or maybe 2 hours, they race for an entire day. The goal isn't just speed, but survival. Survival for the driver and survival for the car. These are LMP cars, that stands for Le Mans Prototype. So what even are LMP cars? Where did they come from? And why exactly are they so important for motorsport? LMP stands for Le Mans Prototype. The name alone tells you two very important things. First, these cars were specifically created for the 24 hours of Le Mans. Second, they're prototypes, not production cars. You can't buy them. They don't need to be sold to the public. They don't need to look like anything you even need to buy. And they exist purely to go as fast as possible for as long as possible. LMP cars race in endurance racing, where events can last 6 hours, 12 hours, or sometimes even a full 24 hours. Unlike sprint racing, endurance racing tests speed, reliability, fuel efficiency, driver consistency, strategy, and teamwork. An LMP car isn't built to shine for one lap. It's built to endure thousands of miles on the same track for hours. LMP cars look like an alien. Low, wide, smooth shapes, covered wheels, massive diffusers, and pretty small cockpits too. LMP cars generate enormous amounts of downforce, but with less drag, like something like an F1 car. But why? Because Le Mans has long straights, very high top speeds, and hours of continuous running. Every bit of drag costs fuel, which costs money, which costs the team. Every bit of inefficiency costs time. Time in racing is very important. LMP cars are shared. Usually, 3 drivers rotate throughout a race. That means that there are adjustable seats, adjustable pedals, and controls designed for multiple body types. This alone makes them terrible for engineers to design. Over the years, LMP racing has been divided into classes, each with different performance levels and rules. LMP1 was the peak of all LMP racing. This is where manufacturers like Audi, Porsche, Toyota built these hybrid monsters on track, producing over 1,000 horsepower combined. These cars used turbocharged engines, electric motors, energy recovery from braking. They were super fast, but also very, very, very expensive. Eventually, costs just spiraled and LMP1 was retired. RIP. LMP2 is still alive today. These cars are slower than LMP1, much cheaper, and mostly customer teams, not factory teams. They use spec chassis from manufacturers like Orica, spec engines, and also controlled aero packages. This keeps racing very close and costs pretty manageable. LMP2 cars are still absurdly fast. At many tracks, they would embarrass GT cars and rival older F1 lap times. LMP3 is the beginner class. It's designed for young drivers, smaller teams, lower budgets. They're slower, heavier, and simpler, but still very much prototypes. Think of LMP3 as the training ground for future endurance stars. Numbers really help put things into perspective. At Le Mans, LMP1 cars exceed 330 kilometers an hour, which roughly is about 205 or more miles an hour. LMP2 cars routinely hit 300 kilometers an hour. Lap times usually rival or beat Formula 1 in some cases, depending on the era. But raw speed isn't just the most impressive part of an LMP car. An LMP car can run flat out for hours, brake thousands of times, and survive rain, the night, heat, traffic, and lots of debris, all while maintaining millimeter level precision. Speed, it's easy. Speed for 24 hours is the miracle. LMP racing has shaped the future of cars more than most people realize. Technology pioneered in LMP cars include hybrid powertrains, advanced aerodynamics, lightweight composite materials, and energy-focused engine design. Audi's dominance in LMP1 really helped push diesel and hybrid tech forward. Porsche's hybrid systems influenced many modern performance cars. Toyota used LMP racing to refine reliability and efficiency under extreme stress. Endurance racing forces innovation because failure is obviously inevitable unless the design is absolutely brilliant. Today, LMP racing has evolved into hypercar, which is just LMH, and then LMDH, two different racing series. These classes replace LMP1 and bring manufacturers back by lowering costs and increasing relevance to road cars. But LMP cars remain the foundation. They prove that prototypes could be fast, efficient, reliable, and pretty futuristic. LMP cars aren't about glamour. They're about endurance, engineering, and obsession with winning. They race while the sun rises, they race while drivers sleep, they race when everything that can break tries to. And when one finally crosses the line after 24 hours, it's not just a car, it's a survival of many, many battles along the way.